Alright, so I got 4 boards here, and these are, the longest are 21 and a quarter, and then the short one, the 2 short ones are 11 and 5/8. I'm trying to duplicate the board I got, or the top cover I got from Man Lake for the NUC. It's a little bit different. What they did is they have the lap on the outside, the longest boards, and then in the book they do the lap joints on the short, so you don't have the seam on the short end. So it's just a little bit different. The overall dimensions are pretty much the same. So now I just have to cut these rabbets. These are for the short rails and these are the long rails. Do that on the router table. Alright, so here's the frame for the top cover. It pretty much squares itself. And I was just checking this out. But when I cut the plywood that just drops in here, I have to cut a piece of plywood 21 and a quarter inches by 10 and 3/4 inches. Alright, so this piece of plywood just drops in now to these rabbets. Hopefully. Alright, so I'll just paint this, we'll glue it up, paint it, and then bend the aluminum onto this like I did with the 8-frame. Okay, instead of cutting the sheet metal with those shears like I did the last time, I'm going to try using just scoring it with a blade. And I've seen this in other YouTube videos, but I think that white flashing might be a little bit thinner than this aluminum flashing that you can just buy in this 3x3 sheet. So I'll give it a try though. I'll score it a bunch of times and see if I can then break it and be a nice clean edge. Well, there is an indent on the other side here. I think I need to, how would I, I'm thinking I need to go the same direction as the cut. That looks like that's working. All right. Wow, that was a lot better than using those shears. Look at that nice straight edge. I did not know you could do that. Cool. That's going to make life a lot easier. So that was 14. This has to be 14 by 25. This is more of an overhang or a lip than the Man Lake. Got about a ½ inch on the Man Lake covers. These would be about over an inch, I think, or around an inch. Inch and a half. So now I just have to go for the 25 length. Measure twice, cut once. Nice, neat cut. All right. So this will fit on here. Alright, so I have the sheet metal cut for the NUC box, and I'm just going to bend this the same way I bent the sheet metal for the 8-frame top cover. I did see on Amazon they have these 6-inch wide sheet metal seamers, I guess they're called. So you could do 6 inches at a time. Well, they have the big professional breaks you can get, so, but I mean, I'm not going to be using that too often. When you make one of these covers, if the cover rots out, you just pry off the staples for this, I guess, and just put it on and make a new cover. But let's get to bending this. I was thinking of scoring this, but I think then you might get a fracture. But that would be another way I was thinking to get a nice straight edge. Although it looks like a little bit of a bend in this, sort of looks better, I guess. That's not bad. Alright, so here's the top cover for the NUC. Just want to paint this bottom edge here. And I can put it on the NUC that has just the telescoping cover on it right now. I did put staples. It's difficult to do, but I get it so it's on either side of the very tip, so it keeps that that sharp edge in, so you don't catch it accidentally with your hand and cut yourself. So that worked out okay. Yeah, some of these corners turned out perfect, some not so. I don't know what happened with that one. Man, this one's heavy. It's got the 3/4 inch plywood, but this one here, this is the best one. That one came out pretty good. Alright, now I can put my top cover on the NUC. Alright, next project is the bottom board for that NUC. So this is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching.